Hello and welcome to this session on audiovisual aids in social studies education. For the past 20 years, technology has revolutionized the efficiency of information gathering and management. Technology is an increasingly influential factor in education. Computers, mobiles and internet technology have revolutionized the field of education of today. Education technology is the application of modern skills and techniques to the requirements of education and training. Technology in education is commonly defined as a technical device or tool used to enhance instruction. This can include audio, visual and digital media. Its benefits include increased accuracy and speed in data collection and graphing, real-time visualization, the ability to collect and analyze large volumes of data, and collaboration of data collection and interpretation, and more varied presentation of results. While education in the past has been centered on teaching and learning, information technology has affected changes to the aims of education. Therefore, now education is increasingly perceived as the process of creating, preserving, integrating, transmitting and applying knowledge. The impact of technology on education has made the classroom more dynamic. Information became more accessible through more diverse types of media, and the amount of information one could find is also seemingly immense. Traditional teachers have become virtual instructors now. Teachers also face various challenges like learning how to use a variety of technology applications, using, adapting and designing technology enhanced curricula to meet students' needs, taking on new roles and responding to individual students. Audiovisual aids are defined as any device used to aid in the communication of an idea. This includes flashcards, charts, diagrams, maps, brochures, handouts, pictures, masks, film strips, motion pictures, slide presentation, etc. Major audiovisual aids used in social science teaching are presented in the following. Television in social studies class. Televisions can bring the world into the classroom. It can be one of the truly significant aids to make the most promising present day educational forces. Television can promote common learning among the people more than all of the educational forces of the past. Contributions of televisions to social studies. Television can motivate children to learn social studies. Television programs have the total resources of the world outside the classroom to use in constructing programs that are highly interesting and motivating. Television can provide information not available through other sources. Television can assemble and distribute information widely and quickly. Television can clarify, elaborate, interpret and enrich information that may not be available through other sources. Television can provide a direct impact than conventional lecture or textbooks. Television can provide consistency in teaching and learning. Through television, the super teacher is available at a number of places without the expense of time and travel. Television is an instructional tool that makes possible multiplication and magnification of distance and time factors and the storage of accomplished and tested instruction. Types of television programs. There are different types of television programs. Standard commercial programs. There are some standard commercial television programs such as Educational Documentaries of Indian Documentary Producers Association or IDPA, Geographical Quiz Competition, Voyage Diaries, News Analysis programs, etc. These may enrich instruction in social studies. Special events such as international and national level convention on various issues, inaugurations of new happenings, visits of foreign nationals, etc. are broadcasted in different channels. Celebration of special national days can also be broadcasted through television. General programs. General programs such as serials based on historical theme, travel documentaries, cultural shows, sports and games events can enrich the social studies instruction. Instructional programs. These are designed specially to suit classroom instruction. Particular lessons are broadcasted through televisions for convenient use of students. Different TV channels broadcast various programs on instruction in social studies. Effective use of television. The use of television can be made effective in the following ways. Television can be effective only if properly used by good craftsmen. The instructors appearing on the television must be capable of accepting and assimilating criticism. An educational psychologist should be an integral part of the production team. Provide all students to view the programs. It is better to conduct a discussion after viewing and help students clarify ideas. Video tapes. Storage of instruction for repetitive use is easily accomplished now with use of video tapes. They are made of magnetizable materials. They may be played back through monitors in studio classrooms. Video tape can provide virtually instantaneous reproduction, and in that sense it is superior to films. Video cassettes are also available nowadays. The user simply attaches the cassette player to his television set, insert a cassette and press a button. The obvious advantage of the cassette is that it is portable and can be used and revised at will. Radio in social studies. The advent of television has sharply curtailed radio programming in some areas. However, many stations continue to feature excellent public interest programs in which matters of current importance in the community and in the nation are discussed. Because of the cost of radio is not as high as that of television, some radio stations cover speeches, conventions, meetings and other matters of local interest much more fully than television channels. Uses of radio. A number of uses of radio in the social studies classroom can be spotted out. Radio supplements classroom instruction and widens the general knowledge of the people and the teacher. Broadcasts infuse a new life into the curriculum by correlating knowledge and skills to immediate news and natural environment of the learner. Radio enables the students to listen to the expert, the historian, the author, the scientist and the first rate teacher. It reflects on the spot current events. Radio gives the pupils a sense of participation by presenting significant events as they unfold. The radio breathes life into dead words and can be a source of inspiration to speakers. Radio challenges dogmatic teaching and passive learning by presenting various responsible views concerning controversial issues. Radio is suited to group instruction. Radio reinforces the intellect with contrived emotional factors such as drama and music. At times, radio provides some material for the mainstream of classroom work. Types of radio programs. The following types of broadcasts are generally utilized by the radio. The school broadcast. The school broadcast is specially made for instructional purposes in schools. These are normally broadcasted in school hours for the convenience of students. The live programs. Live programs in radios are not usually in the school hours. However, these programs are useful for students to learn their lessons. The general broadcasts. General broadcasts are not for instructional purposes, but they can enrich social studies teaching. General programs like news bulletins, discussions, etc. can be used in social studies classrooms. Steps to make radio broadcast effective. With a minimum care, radio programs may be made more effective. Preparation of teacher. The teacher must prepare himself by consulting literature on the topic. Listening the program. The teacher should be prepared to clear the doubts that may rise among students while listening to the broadcasting. The follow-up work. There may be an informal post-broadcast discussion. Attempts should be made to illustrate the broadcast. Teacher may ask questions such as, what part of broadcast impressed the students most? Teacher may give list of questions which were prepared during pre-broadcast discussion. Finally, teacher can give assignment by way of motivating students to know more about the topic. Limitations of radio programs. Even though radio brings the world affairs into the classrooms, it has some limitations. Difficult to adjust. Teacher find it difficult to adjust the syllabus according to the radio program. The timing and pacing of radio programs makes it difficult to suit in the usual classrooms. Difficult to prepare. With regular radio programs, it is often difficult for students and teachers to prepare themselves to obtain maximum benefit for them. Usual radio programs are difficult to use as a supplement for classroom instruction. One-way communication. In most cases, radio broadcasting is a one-way communication. We cannot clear doubts or ask questions regarding the issues in radio programs. This is a serious limitation of radio. Passivity of learners. Students remain as passive listeners while listening radio programs, since radio provides one-way communication. It provides boredom among students. Use of computers in social studies. The use of computers in education has been promoted so vigorously that it is estimated that by the end of this decade, microcomputers will be a part of instructional media of all schools. It is presumed, therefore, that the pre-service preparation of teachers will familiarize them with the basic knowledge and skills needed to operate a computer, an ability currently referred to as computer literacy. In the social studies, as in other curricular areas, the challenge to the teachers is to integrate the use of new technology into the ongoing instructional program of the classroom. One of the major differences between the computer and other instructional media is that the computer has the capacity to interact with the students. The computer does not simply present material to be learned as in the case with a film strip or a recording. The computer requires the operator to do something in order for the process to proceed. This interactive characteristic of computer applications facilitates for the pacing of instruction and for individualizing learning. For example, with conventional instructional materials, the program of what is to be learned is fixed. Only the time allowed for completing it can be varied from one student to the next. The computer, however, has the capacity to diagnose an individual learner's knowledge of the subject or skill, to call up a program appropriate for the learner and to adjust the complexity of the presentation accordingly. In the social studies class, the contributions of computer assisted instruction or CAI falls into the following categories: using the computer to obtain needed information or to retrieve information stored in the computer. There is a growing number of collections of data known as databases, many of which are relevant to social studies. Ability to access these databases and use the computer catalog service is an essential skill in this high-tech era. Using the computer to practice and apply social studies skills such as map reading, graph reading, chart interpretation, thinking and problem solving. Computer programs of this kind are referred to as drill and practice. Using the computer for tutorial assistance in providing a sequential program for the development and elaboration of concepts and knowledge that all students are expected to learn. These are essentially courses of study that have been programmed for the computer. To administer, standardize, scoring and interpreting large scale tests in social studies for decision making. Using the computer for specialized presentations such as simulations, decision making situations, analysis of given data, interpreting information needed to solve a problem or a series of related problems. Advantages of computer assisted instruction. Computer assisted instruction proves better than all other aids in several respects. There is not only saving of time in learning, but it also creates miracles in processing the performance data. This later characteristic helps to determine subsequent activities in the learning situations. The large amount of information stored in the computer is available to the learner more rapidly than by any other medium. The dynamic interaction between student and instructional programs is not possible to be found in any of the medium. With the computer assisted instruction, we can completely individualize materials. Before computers can be in use, they must be carefully programmed to perform desired functions. This requires planning of every step and prior thinking. Computers are simple minded. They demand instruction spelled out in explicit detail. Limitations of computer assisted instruction. Although computers open the possibility of educating the students completely by individualized programs, its chief limitation lies in the fact that it is prohibitively expensive. Computer may also inject a non-human quality to educational programs. This new technology may dehumanize man. Further, all individualized instruction and computer assisted instruction instruct the student in such a way that all will achieve the same level of competency. Compact discs or CDs. The advent of compact discs has reduced the time required to search and gather information on any topic. The entire Encyclopedia Britannica can be stored in a single compact disc. A large textbook can be stored in a classified manner in a disc. The computer scans the CDs and gives the information in a few seconds. CDs on different topics in various disciplines are available for social studies instruction. Internet. Internet is a large collection of computer network that can communicate with each other. When we connect our computer to the internet, we become the part of the large network. The World Wide Web or WWW is a vast collection of documents stored on internet. A web document can contain text, pictures, sound and videos. In social studies teaching, internet has following functions. Emailing. The electronic mail service enhances the communication and global perspectives of the students. Remote login. The users anywhere in the world can log in to any other machine on which they have an account. News and information. Thousands of news groups such as topics including social studies, recreation and politics are available in the internet, which can enrich social studies learning. Transfer of files. Vast number of articles, database and other information from internet and virtual libraries can be copied from one machine on the internet to another. Video conferencing. Educational video conferencing is a valuable medium in social studies instruction. Video conferencing is an electronic means which can bring together 3 or 4 people in 2 or more locations to discuss or share with the use of two-way and one-way video with full motion and slow scan, electronic blackboards, facsimile, computer graphic, radio, satellite and video text. However, most essential part of video conferencing is a good quality audio to help immediate interaction among the participants for information exchange. Video conferencing is an effective support for remote learners. The cost of video conferencing is usually low. The quality of instruction in social studies can be maintained high because of the need of careful and early preparation. The video conferencing system provides the facility to the learners for immediate feedback and to convey their reactions to the tutors. Tape recorders in social studies. Television and radio programs that one wants to use in the classroom are seldom on the air when the class is in session. To overcome this difficulty, audio tapes are usually sufficient for classroom use. The tape recorder, with its ability to record both pupil activities and outside sources, makes the scope of listening activities in the social studies even wider. Purposes. Purposes of tape recorders in the classroom are multifolded. They provide excellent background and sound effects for dramatization, pageants, creative work and choral and individual readings. Recordings may be made of children's work, speeches of famous people, school visitors and radio programs. Growth in planning, discussion, reporting and group evaluation may be appraised if recordings are made at various times during the year. Stories, rhythm and comments for use with slides or film strips and music for folk dances and accompaniment may be recorded and used as needed. Advantages. Tape recorder has the following advantages. They may be used at the appropriate time in a unit. They may be replayed and appraised as time permits. They may be stopped for discussions and comments. Many records, tapes and cassettes are cheaply available and tapes can be easily be made and used. Let me summarize the session. Technology is an increasingly influential factor in education. Computers, mobiles and internet technology have revolutionized the field of education of today. Educational technology is the application of modern skills and techniques to the requirements of education and training. Technology in education is commonly defined as a technical device or tool used to enhance instruction. This can include audio, visual and digital media. Televisions can bring the world into the classroom. It can be one of the truly significant aids to make the most promising present day educational forces. Television can promote common learning among the people more than all of the educational forces of the past. Radio supplements classroom instruction and widens the general knowledge of the people and the teacher. The radio is generally utilized by the broadcasts like the school broadcast, the live programs and the general broadcast. In the social studies, as in other curricular areas, the challenge to the teacher is to integrate the use of new technology into the ongoing instructional program of the classroom. Now, you can try to answer the questions given here. What are the major audiovisual aids used in social studies teaching? What are the different types of television programs? What are the different types of broadcasts generally utilized by the radio? Discuss the contribution of computer assisted instruction or CAI in social studies class. Educational video conferencing is a valuable medium in social studies instruction. Substantiate. Hope that you may go through the reference books given here. Teaching of Social Studies written by Mangal S.K. and Mangal U and published by PHI Learning Private Limited, New Delhi in the year 2008. Teaching of Social Studies in the Classroom, Trends and Methods written by Naushad P.P. and Kumar S.P.K. and published by Scorpio Publishers, Calicut in the year 2006. Teaching of Social Sciences written by Ruhela S.P. and published by Nilkamal Publications, Hyderabad in 2009. Thank you for watching this program. We can meet again with another topic. Till then, take care.